Hey everybody, so today we're going to go into my wash and go routine. To start this routine, we're going to use a bentonite clay. Alright, hey y'all, so I'm going to be doing my hair care routine. It's wash day, so I want to start off with a natural shampoo that I use to wash my hair. So this is Indian hemp bentonite clay. So what I did was I created a mixture of the clay, and that's in this concoction here, and I mixed my favorite essential oil. You can add honey. I'm going to add more water to this because it's really thick, but as you can see the consistency of it. But as I start to add it on, you'll get to see. But one of the benefits that I like of using the clay is that it helps to define my curls, and it detoxifies and gets rid of anything that, like all the impurities and buildup that's not only in my hair but also in my skin. I also have like a big sweatshirt on because gets really messy and it can get everywhere. So I like this bottle here because it's easy for it to come out. But you want to get it to a nice consistency where it's like kind of, you can see how it pours like that. When it starts to thicken up a bit, you just add more hot water. So let's get started. And I'm going to start with then section my hair off because my hair is very, like, when I tell you the shrinkage is real, it is so real. And right here is like the thickest part of my hair. Like my hair is like, I have a high density, like you can't see, you don't see no scalp. So it's like, you know, and I have low porosity hair. So this really helps with that. But you want to put this on starting at the scalp. Oh, that feels so good. And then kind of work, finger detangle it and work it through the, to the tips of your hair, the ends of your hair. I'm kind of bending down so that I can get a good grasp in there, but as you can see, it's coming through like that. That feels really good. I haven't done this in forever. Now, some people do this on already damp hair. I'm choosing not to just because I wanted to avoid an extra step, which, I mean, it's okay to dampen your hair, but it's not necessarily needed. But I'm glad that I'm actually doing this because I just want to get rid of that buildup I have in my hair. And I used coconut oil, so I put about like a third of a cup of coconut oil in this mixture as well, so that I could add a penetrating oil in my hair. So you can see how that's coming out right now. Yeah, I wanted a penetrating oil in my hair because low porosity, and I added some ylang ylang essential oil as well as peppermint. So peppermint, I have a very bad issue with dandruff, especially around like the crown of my head, and so and with product buildup just right around that area, and so I'm adding that in there. You see how my curls are starting to pop a little bit too? Yep. But I added, you know, the peppermint especially in there because of that issue. And hopefully it'll help. But any regimen you want to do, you just want to make sure that you stick to it and give it a good amount of time to actually work. I've actually become kind of lax in my routine. You know, once your hair gets to your goal length and you're like, oh, my hair is popping, got a little hang time, you know, you get happy and you kind of get comfortable in that. And that was my downfall because now I'm starting to notice areas of breakage, or, you know, go back and regress to some routines that I didn't want to regress to over the time period. Like, for example, I use sulfate, like shampoos with sulfate in it. Now, sulfate is not necessarily horrible for my hair. Like, depending on what I use, it really helps to get all the grit and especially with having low porosity hair, we already have a lot of product buildup as it is, and to get that product buildup off, you know, sometimes it's just easier to just go to a quick fix, like, let me just put this sulfate shampoo in my hair so that I can, you know, get some of this buildup off quickly, you know, because as you can see, this takes time, but you know, it is definitely worth it. So this is just a look at. You can see the back. You see the definition. So that's what's happening so far. Now you see that I've applied all the product to my hair, and for the most part I'm trying to work on detangling with my left hand because my left hand is my weakest hand because I'm not left-handed, I'm right-handed. So you know, I realize sometimes that my hair, it grows longer on my left side because I'm not putting as much stress on it with my dominant hand. But as you can see, I have my hair is a little longer in the front than it is on my side. So that's kind of my problem areas, but they're making their way. And then the back is kind of where I have the most shrinkage. But I'll let you get a full angle view of just how the product is doing on your hair and the definition of the curls that's going on right now. So my hair feels really good, and just like clay is going to, like, you shape it and it's going to you know, mold and shape and continue to add the definition that you already have in your curls. And what you're going to do after you've applied this is you're going to put on a shower cap, and then you're going to leave it on for a half hour. And you can leave it on for longer, but you know, a half hour at the least, and then you'll add on to your normal routine. Now, some people after this, for me, what I'm doing today is after this, I'm going to do a rice water. I'm going to wash my hair. Well, this is washing my hair, but let me wash my hair, and then I'm going to apply just conditioner, my regular store-bought conditioner that I would apply, which in this case I use Aussie Moist. And after I apply that, I'm not going to do a deep condition today. That'll be my next time. But after I apply that, then I'm going to do a rice water rinse, and then after the rice water rinse, I'm going to apply botanical gel, and that's going to be my wash and go routine. Okay, make sure I do it with left hand. I'm learning, you guys, but all right, check back in a couple, and you'll see this completely rinsed off, and you'll see my rice water routine. Now this is what I look like after I wash out the bentonite clay. Next, we're going to do the rice water routine. We're going to start with some white rice, and you're going to get yourself a strainer as well as a measuring cup and a double boiler pot. Then you're going to get about a cup of rice. About a cup of rice, and we'll rinse that off. You're going to rinse it. Make sure you get any buildup. You just rinse that. We're going to boil this for about 20 minutes. Adding some type of a like citrusy type of, this isn't that hot, so I'm okay with putting my hands in it, but some type of citrus peel to it will help with getting rid of the smell with the rice water. So I just added some lemon peels to this. This is what the rice water looks like after you strain it. And here's my hair texture during the rice water rinse. So I just did the rice water rinse, and my hair, I can automatically tell like how brighter my hair looks. It's, you know, I think it's like even from the clarifying from the bentonite clay rinse as well too. And I feel like my hair is like, has great slip. It's good stretched as well too. And so I'm excited to see after I do the clay or the flaxseed gel, how that's going to look. So I'm boiling the flax seeds now, and we will see what's next. But this rice water feels really good. It's dripping everywhere, but it feels really good. Here's after I just boiled the flaxseed. So here's the flaxseed gel, and it has like a nice little jelly look. And so what you want to do is just put it in the fridge for a little bit to chill before you apply it to your hair. Rinsed out the rice water, and my hair feels amazing. Now I'm going to add the flaxseed. It's still has a little warm, but it's very light to the touch. So when you apply it, you're just going to apply it to your, start at your roots, get it in there, and down to your ends, and give it a nice little definition. So as you can see, we added some that. It's like a little sticky, but not really that sticky. I like how it elongates my curls. I added a little bit of essential oil to it as well. So ylang ylang and peppermint. I want to stick with that. So if you're going to do and add, a few drops of your favorite essential oil, you want to make sure that you do it for a consistent amount of time and make sure it works. I'm loving just how my hair feels like it's just like it flows. There's some bounce to it. When I shake it, it moves a little bit. One thing that I have a go-to botanical gel that I just use instead of actually making all the time, and it's called Extreme. Right, sounds real extreme. It's probably not. It doesn't have any major chemicals in it that or something that I should be cautioned about. However, I do realize when I use it in excess, it's very drying on my hair because of the emollient factor and and humectant factor, I should say, because humectants they take the moisture from out in the air and draw it towards your hair, whereas anything else, it doesn't do that. But using that, my point is using humectants, sometimes if it's dry out, it's going to, whatever moisture is in your hair, it's going to take that out of it and add it to the air. So it does the opposite. And so that's why a lot of times I preserve doing my wash and goes until around the spring, summertime, because the air is more forgiving and it's not as with the harsh winds and things like that from the winter time. So yeah, so I'm just kind of doing this a little quick, but focusing on getting it in my roots. And it feels warm, and I like when I'm applying it warm on my hair, because it feels like it's really kind of getting into my hair. I love this. It's really good. I feel like my hair is not going to be stiff afterwards, which I like. And lastly, after I do this, I typically do not recommend doing an oil on your hair after you put in the botanical gel, because for the most part, when I do wash and goes, it's like a max hydration type wash and go. Like I'm always, wetting my hair every day or reapplying the botanical gel every day. So the oils sometimes they weigh down, and it doesn't. A little in my eye, and it doesn't. It creates a residue. But I will recommend applying an oil probably after the first day, just for the simple fact that it might it might not have that same bounce or sheen. So here is my finished look, you all, with the botanical gel, with the flaxseed gel, and I love it. So there we go, guys, and hopefully this gave you some tips on how you want to style your hair and do your regimen for your hair. I'm going to look up even more on the rice water, of how often you do it, as well as how at least the bentonite clay, I would do that at least once a month. And this flaxseed, it is after about a week, you should refrigerate it after every use. But after about a week, don't do a new batch. And you could reuse the flax seeds. So, all right guys, thanks. Now here's a look at what I look like after applying the botanical gel, the flaxseed gel, and now the end of the day. As you can see, there is some humidity. Thanks for watching my wash and go.